The reflexive loop. This is where everything connects. Step 1, you have money flows into passive funds. Step 2, passive funds buy index-heavy companies automatically. Step 3, large cap stocks rise. Step 4, household wealth increases through retirement accounts, brokerage accounts, and pension exposure. Step 5, consumers feel wealthier. Step 6, consumers continue spending despite inflation pressures. Step 7, economic data remains resilient. Step 8, markets interpret resilience as bullish. And step 9, more money flows into passive investing, and the cycle repeats. Why critics call it a passive investing bubble? Some analysts believe markets have become increasingly dependent on continuous inflows, passive allocations, and liquidity momentum. The concern is not just valuation, it's structural dependence. Critics argue price discovery becomes weaker when massive amounts of money buy assets automatically regardless of valuation. In other words, money isn't always asking, is this company worth this price? It's often just flowing mechanically into indexes. That could potentially inflate mega cap valuations, concentrate market leadership, and disconnect prices from fundamentals, especially when passive inflows remain strong. Why this connects directly to consumer sentiment. This is the key insight. Modern consumer confidence is increasingly tied to asset prices. People may say inflation is terrible, housing is unaffordable, and debt is crushing consumers. But as long as portfolios rise, retirement balances grow, and markets stay elevated, the negative sentiment doesn't fully translate into economic collapse. Asset inflation partially offsets economic pain psychologically. That's why consumers can feel stressed yet continue spending while markets remain strong. The danger of the reverse cycle, or the flip side to this conversation. The concern is what happens if the cycle flips. If layoffs rise, spending slows, recession fears increase, passive inflows weaken or stop, or markets fall sharply, the wealth effect can reverse. Then consumers feel poor, sentiment weakens further, spending contracts, earnings decline, and markets face more pressure. That creates a negative feedback loop. The same system supporting markets on the way up can amplify weakness on the way down. So that also goes into where if passive inflows weaken and more retirees, they didn't throw that in here, we didn't throw that in here, more retirees start withdrawing more money out of their retirement accounts, that can also amplify that weakness and pressure on the way down and cause the market to crash, so to speak. The bigger picture. This is no longer just a fundamentals-driven economy. It's a system increasingly driven by psychology, financialization, liquidity, asset appreciation, and passive capital flows.